The objective for this video is to learn how to construct a box plot and how to determine outliers in a dataset. In a previous video, we constructed the 5-number summary for the July 1 to June 30 annual rainfall in Los Angeles for the years 1997 to 1998 through 2016 to 2017. The 5-number summary can be used to construct a graph called a box plot. It is important that the box plot is scaled on a horizontal axis. Here is a horizontal axis that is scaled from 0 to 40. This will be a convenient scale since our minimum value is 3.21 and our maximum value is 37.25. We will begin by drawing a vertical line above the horizontal axis at the minimum value 3.21 and label it. Next, we will draw another vertical line above the horizontal axis at the maximum value of 37.25 and label that also. Now we will draw a box with vertical lines that set the outer boundaries at the first quartile of 8.605 and the third quartile of 17.215. This box will also have a vertical line that marks the median value of 10.61. The box plot is completed by drawing a horizontal line that extends from the minimum value to the center of the box, and a similar horizontal line that extends to the maximum value. The box plot shows us the distribution of the data values with regard to the quartiles. For instance, we can see that 50% of the data values appear to be clustered in a short span from the minimum value of 3.21 to the median of 10.61. We can likewise see that the upper 25% of the dataset appears to have a wide spread, as the box plot shows by the length of the horizontal line that connects the third quartile and the maximum data value. Sometimes a dataset might contain what is called an outlier. An outlier is an extremely high or extremely low data value when compared to the rest of the data values. One method for finding outliers in a dataset utilizes a measure called the Interquartile Range, which is frequently abbreviated IQR. The interquartile range is the difference between the first and third quartiles. Substituting these values, we find that the interquartile range for this dataset is 8.61. We will evaluate two formulas. The first is the first quartile minus 1.5 times the interquartile range, and the second is the third quartile plus 1.5 times the interquartile range. These two formulas provide us with left and right endpoints for an interval. Data values that lie outside of this interval we will consider to be outliers in the dataset. Substituting in the first formula, we find a left endpoint of minus 4.31. Substituting into the second formula, we find a right endpoint of 30.13. We can see from the ordered dataset that the values 31.01 and 37.25 lie outside of this interval. So we will consider 31.01 and 37.25 inches of rain to be outliers. In this video, we learned how to construct a box plot for a set of data and how to determine outliers in a dataset.